So, NBA Finals, Suns up 2-0 already. A blistering lead.
Yes. Milwaukee's done their best to stay in it. It's just simply not enough so far. The only hope I've seen from them so far is Giannis coming back and being an inspiration. And he's still settling in despite, 40 points.
Yeah.
It feels like there's more he can offer.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really their only hope. They need Drew and Chris Middleton to bring out their killer instinct and close out these games, keep them in it, and stick with steady scoring as a team. But Phoenix is just too deep, too complete of a team.
Yeah.
It looks hopeless for them right now unless they can find another edge.
Well, Drew, like you said, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton need to be bigger factors here.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, 10 points game 1, 17 points game 2. Obviously, he does more off the ball, but he's got to start hitting more shots. Chris Middleton actually put up team high 29 game 1, but followed that up with 11 points in 41 minutes. That can't happen.
No.
Especially when their depth, minus Pat Connaughton, it's not really there.
It's on the weaker side for sure.
So, and when you're going up against a Phoenix Suns team that is so deep, even despite the Dario Saric injury, they still have Cameron Payne. They still have Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Hopefully they still have Torrey Craig. He did have to leave last night.
Yep.
So we'll see how he responds to that. But they're just a deep team. And that starting lineup is just so. Their starting lineup just works so well together. There was a point before the end of the half last night where I believe it was 11 passes they got off before a shot. And it's just that efficiency that, we talked about it in our Stanley Cup video. Tampa was just very efficient. It's the same thing with Phoenix. They're just a well-oiled machine.
It's a team with good structure. Milwaukee has relied on their talent too much, as most NBA teams do.
Yeah.
Right? You look at the past finalists, the past winners, they all rely on their talent. This is the first team we've seen since arguably the Mavs to rely on structure to win. And when you can do that right, and when you can do that with a blend of talent in Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, their depth in Jay Crowder and everybody else, when you can do structure and talent, it makes you nearly unbeatable.
Yeah. And I think what also makes Phoenix unbeatable here is just the efficiency on the coaching side too.
Yeah.
Monty Williams knows how to coach his players, where I think Budenholzer, and I think it's because of that star power. I look at Phoenix, and even with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, they're not top of the mill stars like Giannis, who's a two-time MVP.
Yeah.
So I think when you have...
The NBA has a culture of over-relying on their stars.
Yeah.
And not so much coaching.
Yeah.
And now that no longer pays off in a situation like this. Phoenix really is changing the game. And if they do what it looks like they're going to do...
Yeah.
It should be a change for the future. I don't think
they're going to do
have. It. Yeah, they should. I don't think you're going to have guys like LeBron and KD running their teams anymore, or at least that being the way that brings success. Because in these playoffs, it hasn't.
They're going to do what the Raptors in 2019, the Mavericks in 2011, and the Pistons in 2004.
Yeah,
they're going to do it. They're going to win a championship with team basketball.
Yep.
The only difference is they're going to. I think Milwaukee's a little bit of a weaker opponent in this case, because I think to an extent they're a team basketball led by a star, whereas Phoenix is very much team. I don't think Milwaukee's the typical, big three kind of superstar team that we're used to seeing with the Clevelands of the past, with the Golden States of the past.
They're kind of like the 2019 Raptors minus depth, and their system's a little weaker.
Yeah. So I think just that overall, the depth in the starting lineup, bench depth, coaching depth, I don't really see Milwaukee coming back from this.
Again, they have another gear. If they can achieve that, there's a shot, but going down 2-0, maybe being at home helps them out.
I think our boy Suns in 4 guy, I think he's on to something.
Who said Suns in 4?
You didn't see that viral meme there?
No.
No, there was a guy in the Denver series.
Yeah.
it was the Denver series that he looked there and he's like, Suns in 4.
Okay.
And he got it right too, and it was an all-out brawl in there. It was wild. But this guy is the biggest. He's an A1 celebrity in Phoenix now.
That's funny.
It's wild. I think he's onto something.
The last thing is, have injuries played a role here? Unhealthy Jamal Murray, unhealthy AD, LeBron was unhealthy. Then you have Brooklyn losing Kyrie and Harden.
They're a lot... In terms of Phoenix is a lot fresher because of these injuries. I don't think it's as easy for them to get by the Lakers in round 1, the Nuggets in round 2, even the Clippers without Kawhi in round 3. So, however... For all the reasons I've stated before, I had Phoenix making the finals from the start. I believed in this team.
Yeah.
And I think for the reasons that, we've brought up, I think their path was definitely made a little easier.
Yeah.
I think when you don't have to play against AD or Jamal Murray or Kawhi Leonard, it's always
a healthy LeBron.
Or a healthy LeBron, it's always going to be easier to win games. But to say that they wouldn't get there, I don't think you can really say that, because at the end of the day, we always say you've got to go out and win the games, and Phoenix has won the games. Of course. I think it definitely helped on Milwaukee's side too, not having to face a healthy Brooklyn Nets team.
For sure. Both teams have benefited.
At the same time, they still had to face Kevin Durant as well. Like Phoenix still had to face Jokic, some sort of LeBron. Like they had to face their fair share of stars.
The writing was on the wall when Milwaukee was almost eliminated single-handedly by Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I think
they were a big toe away from going down.
Yeah.
But
if he was just a normal size, or not size 18.
If he wasn't a Goliath of a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows how close these games are. But to say that these teams, because of injuries is why they're here, I don't think you can say that. I think it's certainly assisted with the ease of getting there. But
yeah, I mean, of course, there's always going to be the what if. But no matter who wins, if Milwaukee comes back, if Phoenix seals the deal, they've earned their ring.
Critics will always find a way to say what if. Well, what if this happened? What if this happened? But
Chris
at the end
Paul
of the
deserves
day,
it. Giannis hopefully has another shot. With Chris Paul for the career he's had, I'd love to see him win.
16 years, his first final, and it's refreshing to see
something different.
See something different, but to also see his friends supporting him. To see LeBron going on there after every win, going 1 down, 3 to go, 2 down, 2 to go. It's refreshing to see guys like that and the support that Chris Paul has across the league, because no one in the NBA deserves a championship more than Chris Paul.
No, not right now.
Not right now. If we want to go all time, well, that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
But as of right now, no one deserves one more than Chris Paul. So with that, that'll do it for our NBA Finals. Not really primer, but our NBA Finals summary here so far. If you like the video, give it a like. Subscribe down below so you don't miss any of our other uploads. Check the link in our description, which will give you access to all our socials, where we give you updates as well as when our videos are uploaded. And with that, that'll do it for this video. Peace.